Hi, faves, and welcome to one of my cooking series. Your girl is excited. Let's get right into it. So, today we're making Nigerian beef and chicken stew with egusi soup. And first things first is I'm going to prep my meat pretty well. I add in salt there to make sure that I thoroughly wash it. It's pretty clean and healthy for eating. So, that's what I'm doing pretty here. And then I go ahead to get a clean pot, add in those washed protein and take that straight to the gas cooker. So we'll turn that on, add in our pot, and then we get straight to the next step. Now, when prepping my proteins, I don't joke with my pepper mix because that is what gives it the lovely taste for any of my meals. And I'm using this for both my stew and my soup. So I'm sure that the base is going to make sure that both meals are going to be tasting pretty sweet and tantalizing. So I'm done with cooking my meat. I'm removing the meat stock and I want to get right to the next step. But in here, I got so hungry while cooking. I said, okay, let's take a pause. I took my bread I had there and then I toasted it with, I have sardine and butter meat sandwich, toasted that, and I had to eat something because, come on, I needed strength to continue what I was already in on. So I got that and I went straight to the next step. So I added my oil. I love using power oil. So thanks to power oil for that. Added my chicken. I'm frying that because I'm trying to prepare the Nigerian beef and chicken stew. So after frying that, I love to have my protein pretty dry because I love that crunchy taste that it gives whenever I'm eating that, and that's it for me. So it's ready. So the next step is to start prepping my Nigerian stew, and in there I have the already used oil I used to fry in my proteins, added onions, added thyme and curry, which I forgot to show there. And this is what I love using Gino to the world. I love the pepper and onion and also the tomato. And since I love those two, I love the fact that anytime I'm cooking, my base starting from the oil needs to always have this lovely, lovely taste to make sure that my meal is well prepared. So next thing is to add in my all-purpose seasoning. I love all-purpose seasoning because it contains everything just in one. Your nutmeg, your dried pepper, all your veggies, tomatoes, pepper, all in one seasoning, and that is what it is. So after allowing that to saute well, I'm going to add in my tomato mix for the stew, and what I have there is tomatoes, Tatashe, Rodo, Shombo, yellow pepper. I always love a lot of veggies, and with all the type of seasoning and taste it brings, that is it for me. And then I added that my stew fried, and then it was ready. I added my chicken. I prepared rice because that's what we're having for that dinner. I had to serve my husband first so that I'm sure that I can move to the next step. This was his meal, prepping it, and then that was it. So next step is to prepare my Nigerian Egusi soup. I added my palm oil, till little adding my pepper mix. You know I don't joke with pepper mix, and you know what's inside already. We have a Rodo, Shombo, yellow pepper, and onions all in that mix. So I love that. I added that already. I allowed that to saute and cook very well. Adding my onga soup spice. That is the killer for your Egusi soup. If you want you to have that lovely taste, try that, and you thank me later. So I've also prepared my egusi, and to prep my egusi, I had it mixed with the protein stock I had well mixed, making it look this way. I added it to the pot, I like to fry, and then you have it there. Mixed it well. I'm adding my pomo because I always like to have obstruction in my soup. You know how it goes. And then dried fish, and then I'm going to mix that pretty well before I go to the next step. Allow that to cook well, adding the remaining onga spice I had left, and then Maggi crayfish. Oh my god, guys, if you've not tried Maggi crayfish in your soup, your meals, especially when you're cooking anything that has to do with fish, you're missing out. I love that seasoning so much, and I don't joke with that. I have that so much in my kitchen so that I can always make use of that. So that's it. I love the taste that it's giving. I'm gonna allow that to cook a little, cover the pots, and also allow it to cook, right? And then I'm gonna go straight to the next thing. I've added my meat already. My veggies, we have ugu, there's pumpkin, and I also added uziza leaf, and that's it. All mixed together. I'm gonna allow that to cook, and I think we're almost done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next cooking video. Enjoy this. Bye.